God is speaking to many people here this weekend, and either you're making a course correction or you're getting marching orders of things that He's wanting you to do. But we need to humble ourselves. And what does God want you to do? You know, I have a teaching entitled How to Find, Follow, and Fulfill God's Will. In the very first part of it, I teach about how God's got a plan for every person. And I show from Scriptures multitude of people who, while they were still in their mother's womb, God spoke to them and had plans for them. And after I show that it's not up to us to just pick and choose and do what we want to do, but God created you for a purpose, then I'll give an invitation and I'll say, how many of you in here know for sure that you're doing what God created you to do? Are you just asking God to bless your plans? And among Spirit-filled Christians, probably a minimum is 70% of people will stand to say they don't know for sure, and it's up to 90% sometimes. The average Christian is doing your thing. You just let life you're like a pinball that you just pull back the thing and you launch it, and then just boing, boing, boing. It depends on what happens in your life. You go over here, somebody offered you a job, you married this person, and their dad had this business, and you just let life dictate you, and you've never heard from God what you're supposed to do. Man, that's a terrible, terrible way to live. This is not a dress rehearsal. We aren't practicing for something. Every day the sun comes up and sets, you've had 24 hours go that you could either be moving towards what God created you for, or you are burning daylight. You're wasting time. You need to find out what God has for your life, and then you need to respond to Him. And when you find out what God's plan for you is, there's an anointing on that. You will succeed in ways that you could never succeed on your own. I don't care if you go to school and get all of this training and do all of these things. God made you for a purpose, and you need to humble yourself and quit doing your own thing and asking God to bless it. And you need to just find out, what does God have for you? And then you need to follow Him. Do justly and walk humbly with your God. Just humble yourself and follow Him. And if you'll do that, I guarantee you, you will finish your course with joy. You won't be moved by all of these things that come against you. You'll be a blessing to other people. It'll just transform every single thing. I'm telling you, all of the problems in our life